Hello guys and welcome back to episode 10 of China on Deity in Civilization 6, where we are currently on the path to trying to turn everyone into blue wearing jeans minions. This guy has 4 builds left. Where was he going? Probably up here, right? I want to make some archaeologists because all the sites here will give us artifacts, and there's kind of limited numbers of artifacts out in the world. So it is actually tempting to go steal the artifacts from other people first. Do I have... I do have enough to travel the seas, but I don't know if my boats are still alive. Oh, they are. Or at least one of them. The other one died. Let's go try and explore America. Oh wow, we had a trade route plundered. That sucks. I probably should buy a new one. From Shenyang. Okay. I think the trade routes are important enough that I just want to buy it and have it now. We do get diplomatic service next turn, which we can start making some spies. It's kind of awkward that I couldn't boost this wonder. The Hermitage. Let's just look at that for a second. We are on production focus. And... what is it? I don't even remember what it does. So is it better just to make like a shipyard first or a factory? I mean, it's possible, but... also possible. I think it might be better to make archaeologists first. But since we have a lot of other cities that can do it, I think this one can do it, right? Yeah. Then I think I'll just make the wonder. It is a decent wonder to have, and yeah, it's a lot of turns, and we really could debate whether or not it's worth it. But you know, now we're doing it. I want the wonder, and we haven't really been able to get any. So you know, whatever. We're just doing it. Here. I have an art museum. I think I want another archaeology one, because if we look at how many antiquity sites there are, it does look like there aren't a lot of other people that are taking them. Thus, it's a little bit more manageable for us to just go and, you know, steal as many as we can, and I need space for them. Baodong needs more housing, which I'm not sure how we're going to manage, because it already has an aqueduct. And I don't really have tiles I can improve. I'm gonna take it off food focus just because you know, it's hard for it to actually grow. We'll just put it on food or production and culture. So I could make a spy, which is not nothing, by the way. Alternatively, we make one of the districts, but I don't want a holy one. I don't want an encampment. I don't really want a harbor either. I could make a commercial hub, that would be okay. I could make an entertainment complex, but we are pretty much plus at all amenities, like +2 everywhere. So I don't really feel a strong need to make that. So I think my inclination here is to simply just make another archaeology museum. And then after that, I'll be making a probably a spy from that city. So this one here could make an aqueduct, but I don't think I have a good location. I have to kill one of the food tiles, which is not that great. But in 2 turns, we will be at 12 or 13. So if I want to grow the city anymore, I would do that. Could also make a temple. I mean, getting some faith is not that bad. Let's give a relic slot as well. Could make a campus if we were worried about science, but we're not that worried about science, mostly because a lot of the things we need is once we get radio and we go up to computers, then we don't really need that much more, right? Like, satellites is cool, but there isn't really anything else we need beyond computers for for the culture thing, so I don't think we need to boost science that much really. Which makes the campus a little less like useful. So it's campus, temple. I think I might make the temple and then make the spy after that. New city-state quest. Recruit a great general. I mean, I'm kind of interested in some of these here. I could buy this, but that's a rider. The great riders is usually what you have the most of. I do know we have some art stuff, so I'm probably gonna grab the great artist, but there aren't really a lot of people that are really fighting us over them. I think we have managed to pick a victory condition that isn't very busy. There's a couple of people in 800 combat strength, but the Aztecs are only 355. That's not a lot considering we're 200. Culture, Germany has 108. That's a decent amount of tourism, which we are very far behind, but we do have more culture than everyone else, so that is a good start. And once we start getting up all the archaeologists, that's where a lot of our culture or tourism will come from. In science, we're like hopelessly far behind, but we just have to race the science victories, which means that we do have to just basically start hunkering down and focusing on our victory condition now. We are nearing turn 200. My expectation for the game is somewhere in like 260, 270 turns. Oh, he keeps plundering us. That is really brutal. I have like one ship, but it's like, you know, exploring more than it's a fighter. We need housing here and here, but I can't really do that much about it. Let's see, should be set to production and culture, that's fine. Production, culture, it's also okay. I think those cities just won't get much larger for now. Let's see, this one is at 10 of 11, so they can actually also be like that. Although I guess I don't want it to, like, grow smaller. I have to find, like, a food. You can just take that one. I'm just making sure it has food. This one is fine. This one is actually also okay. This one should still be food. Hopefully it is. Yeah, food. And this one could just be like that. I do have my little great wall improvement. I should make a great wall right there, so this gives 2 culture. I mean, that is something. Indian troops, huh? Interesting. Okay. Let's make a spy then. Is this really not, like, getting enough food? Do you have any high food tiles I can lock? I can lock that one. We're still going in minus. You greedy bastards. Guess I just have to do this, even though it kinda sucks. Oh well, okay. There aren't really any tiles other than that I would have it work, so seems okay. This one has no trade routes because we're capped. And right. I probably should have done some trading. Let's just see if someone wants to trade with us. I haven't checked that for a few turns at least. Sure. 1 gold per turn. I think that's okay. Okay. I just want to see if we can make some friends. Okay, we didn't make that many friends, but that's okay. We are starting to find the Americans. Although in this particular case, the Romans and the Scythians. It's gonna be so fun when we start getting the archaeologists out. Why are there a ton of Indian units here? I mean, I don't imagine they'll invade us, since they don't really dislike us much. Let us make an amphitheater. This guy's really annoying. Oh wow, the Romans are down here and up here. So either Scythia settled in between the Roman cities or Rome settled in between the Scythian cities. Either way, one of them can't be particularly happy. We lost the worker probably. Yeah, okay. That sucks. I just don't have any fleet to defend them, and I'm not gonna build warships to defend it. I mean, this is a quadrime. I don't think I can even build much better than a quadrime, right? We can build we can build a frigate actually. We could make like a couple of frigates for safety if we really wanted to.
The natural history of this
reason being that if we had a couple of frigates here, I mean, we would be safe from anyone but the Indians and the Germans. But having a navy would be okay for us. If we run out of things to do... Wow, there's like a holy war going on. This wonder has to be a mistake, right? Like, there's no way this is the right thing to do. Let's see. We could get one culture, but it's like 7 culture and 7 science. That's not the most in the world. We're gonna take that out for sure. 15% production towards ancient classical wonders. Yeah, that's not really what we're doing. I mean, at this point, I don't really want more science. I don't want more production. I mean, this is okay, but not great. I'm kind of tempted to just take some great, like great musician point or great artist points or something really random. Like, what else are we gonna do? Get a little bit more gold, maybe? But we don't have that much. If I had something from that gave gold from the trade routes, maybe? Is 2 great artist points better than 7 culture and 7 science per turn? It probably isn't, because, you know, considering we only have like 100 science, it is actually a decent amount. Okay. Sure. I convinced myself otherwise. 28 turns. I mean, what am I doing? Oh, someone actually destroyed a harbor. Must have been a spy. I should probably repair that for the production to speed it up, and then I want to buy the factory. I think in the end it'll actually save us a couple of turns. I mean, I'm gonna do it anyways, repair the harbor, get up a trade route, and just, you know, have the wonder. It would suck if someone takes it from us, but what can we do? We're also at a point now where having a couple of workers might not be the worst thing on the entire planet. Send envoy. Send it down here. Interesting, there are no culture city-states at all. Which could be why that none of the AIs have really committed heavily to culture, but it is, you know, interesting to consider. Need housing, yeah, well, I'll do much about that. We do have a decent amount of gold per turn. I must be able to build an industrial era wonder or later, or industrial era or later wonder, yeah. like 25 turns. I'm just gonna research flight all the way. Let's see if we can purchase something. Gain 350 science for every artifact in the cities. Artifacts in all your cities generate 300% of the normal tourism. Oh, we're far away from that, but that does sound very interesting. Right? Like very, very interesting. Because we are going to get a lot of artifacts. I'm not going to get faith to buy it, maybe I'll get gold. Let's buy a great artist. Well, if I do some research grants and like get myself some great scientist points, I mean that could be something that we just do, you know. This one doesn't have a city, so I'm gonna make one builder. The reason for that is there are a couple of unimproved tiles, but I assume it's working, right? Yeah. And then I also can just go down and make a wall improvement for some culture if I wanted, or improve some tiles up here, and everything would be okay. I could make a theater square, could make a campus, but I think we are just making theater squares now and just kind of saying, you know, see you later, science. I can just make it there. So if we're planning to buy that great scientist, I will actually maybe start a research grant in one of the cities to have a campus, just to get a couple more great people point, although it's like, it's so many, right? It's 1200. So how fast are they going compared to us? They have going about twice, or 15? 12 and 15, so 2 times and like 2.5 times. Which means that when they get to like 800, we'll be at 400. That's still quite a lot. And I'm not quite sure I can get all the gold for it. But we will make a valiant attempt, I think. So here, I could make an aqueduct now. I mean, alternatively, what am I making? I don't have a theater thing, or a campus here. And I'm not going to make it. So I think I will actually make an aqueduct. We'll make there, because we can send like people down there to improve the food tiles and grow the city, and that's fine. So we know that these guys down here are very far ahead in science, so let's go down there. Try and steal some stuff. And then you
Dreams dream.
will go start making some great works. Okay. Now we have a little bit more tourism. We're obviously gonna have to really start picking it up, which we will do, you know. Especially with the archaeologists, they're kind of the big difference maker for us. Sure. We'd like to trade with as many people as possible. So when we go into the culture thing, right? We get
If you can walk away from a landing, it's a good landing.
minus
If you use
50
the
for
airplane the
enlightenment,
next day,
okay.
It's an outstanding landing.
Different governments, and then we get plus for trade routes and plus for open borders. So ideally now, our goal should just be to get open borders with everyone. Oh, yes, silver. Thank you. I don't know if we need open borders with them or they need with us, but because I don't know, we'll just play it safe and take it. I think we had it here, right? Yeah. And then the Germans. They don't quite want a friendship, but I think that's because we're sending stuff to the city-states. I'm no friends to the Aztecs. Okay, we have opened up our lands to invasion. I mean, friends. So here I could make a bank, which, I mean, would be nice, but I'm gonna make an archaeologist. They are, of course, what we want.
Like some magistrate.
Continue to make some great works. Really ramping up this science. And you have to travel over here. Because I have to go there to put down the work. Wow, Britain is having a hard time. Surrounded by barbarians. Alright, we'll play one more turn, guys, and then I will call it a day. And then you can always write in the comments and laugh at me for trying to build like an impossibly hard, like faraway wonder, which I do find funny, but eventually we'll get there. 6 turns to repair my lighthouse? Wow. I mean, I want to repair my shipyard or build a shipyard. 35 turn. It's just so good. 4 works of art. 400. I mean, I should do it, and I should just buy the factory and speed it up a bit. Let's make an... I'm gonna get great works of art here, so let's make an archaeology museum. Then you can go and get a boat. I have to go look at the great people before we end this turn. Once I'm done here. Salom with the head of John the Baptist. Okay. Wow. That artist is still there. He has like another charge left. And I don't know if I have anywhere to put his great work of art. I mean, this is really nice. 14,000 gold. So much. It seems so unrealistic, right? It's 140 turns for us. You know what? We're not getting him. As cool as it would be, we're just not gonna get that amount of gold, right? If it goes down to like 5,000 gold, that's 50 turns. Maybe. It's so hard because we're locking ourselves and like not spending our money. And then they just raid my harbor again. Okay, well that was a complete waste. That means I have to make like a navy to protect it, which is really annoying. Oh, I said I would end the episode here. Yeah, okay. We'll call it an episode here. So, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one.